come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up.
I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Like 20!
Let's go, Steve. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Watch twins.
I got you.
Ringo.
Hey,
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Joker, Joker, Joker. Kill.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
21. Undercross.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking deep for Hilton. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point try good by Gano, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
This time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it It continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Second and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Tackles.
Hey, gun.
They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 180.
Check 55, Mike. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Mike, 55, Mike.
1, Omaha.
Eat.
Hey, wahoo.
Garoppolo now. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
And take it right on the 30. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Off the play fake. Nance. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
To throw on 3rd down. Nance. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Second and 3. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Rocky Sin, a rookie second-rounder from Temple, there to make the play.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Nance. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. Shifts by him. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, Nance. He wants it all for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Dolphins 7.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run here with Lindsey. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Hey. 4 down.
Wait.
Check.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he gets it to Funchess complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that 1st down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
Hey!
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, 4 down.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Single, single.
21, 21. Here we go. Hey, exit.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
You see it all day.
Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field on an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we
Colts
go.
come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
At the 32-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw is Garoppolo. Going right side here, and that's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play that time for the Colts. 44 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
White.
Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Watch out. Shoot! Watch the shoot! Check. Check 4. Kill.
65.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Here we go. 180!
Check 55, come on! Here we go, D!
They'll try the draw, Lindsey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
65.
55, Mike 55!
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. He takes this for 3 to the 29. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Nance. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And then he goes with a juke. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, 2nd quarter in Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it,
here we go.
Touchdowns.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert! 11. Hey, orbit.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Ebron caught left side. And he'll go down at the 28. So that throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
21.
Slap. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Go.
Now Garoppolo looking deep for Hilton. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Here we go. Like 20.
Let's go, defense.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Here we go.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Here's Garoppolo to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Off play action. Nance. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. Now Balaj. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check 50, check 50. Wide, get wide.
On 2nd down, Love takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go. Swing. Check 31. Showing up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Anthony Walker gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Garoppolo now, 9 of 17 through the air. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Bravo. Hey, here we go. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Here it comes. Lock. Check 55 to Mike.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Single, 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 single.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's fourth down.
On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Balaj. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be third down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Back to throw. Nance. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They'll try and run with Balaj. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check right, check right. 1, Omaha. Hey, Haywood. Mike 55, Mike 55. Get hot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now a carry for Lindsey. Call it an 8-yard pickup, but it'll be third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
You ain't doing nothing today.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll start on the ground with Balaj, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 1-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Under 10. Under 10.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a gain, hard to argue against calling it.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Balaj. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nance eluding the pressure right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Watch the whip.
Off the play fake. Nance. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play here for the Dolphins on 3rd. 54 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Colts 32-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Nance. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Nance. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Let's go.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
21.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They run it with Balaj. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. They'll run here with Balaj. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, Oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Nance. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Nance. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and a mile. Operating from the gun, Nance. Well, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. 21. Here we go. 5. Man, that's trash.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
55 Mike. Hey, Echo. No chance. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Here we go.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
4 down.
They'll drop to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
He's clean. He's coming, double up. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. He's coming, he's coming.
Looking to throw on second down. Nance, he's going to let it. He's got him in. Complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Big ass, big ass. I got you.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. Oh, what a move. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 38-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Situation, let's go.
To throw is Garoppolo. Screen pass to Lindsey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13.
Hey, Delta. Hey, gun.
Now Garoppolo. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end, he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Come on, set. Set the ending.
They'll look to throw. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Anthony Walker in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Colts, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on